Oh, they're going to be nerfing it?
Yeah, I think it'll still be good, but they're nerfing the passive a little bit to maximum of 15% pin instead of 25%. So,
Oh, was it 25% right now?
yeah. So that's part of why. So like, what happens is basically every second that they're burning, they take stacking, or you get a stacking amount of extra spell pin against them, 5% per second up to 25%.
When do these
So
nerfs take place?
I'm not sure. I saw Mark Yetter tweet it.
I gotcha.
So I don't know if it's right now, because sometimes they change stuff and they don't change the tooltip. Let me see. Oh, it is changed right now, so it's already nerfed. If you read it, like where it says up to 15% pin on it.
Oh yeah, it used to be 25.
It used to be 25, yeah. So
okay.
We'll see how it goes. I mean, it's not the end of the world if they nerf that item because the other one's so good on you too. But they're nerfing other things too. They're nerfing Lichbane. It has a little bit less scaling, so that's going to make your matchups into like Echo or Diana or stuff like that easier.
Yeah, for sure.
I forgot what else.
They nerfing anything about Assassinish?
Yeah, they're nerfing Eclipse pretty hard, which is a common assassin item. I think they're taking it down to 6% max health damage instead of 8%, and they're lowering the movement speed off of it. So yeah, that should nerf a lot of assassins and bruisers. Everybody's getting Eclipse, so it's pretty clear that it's going to get nerfed. Oh my god. Hey everybody, welcome. Yeah, sorry I'm running late. I was telling Jason, I'm duoed with Jason right now. I was telling him we with my daughter, sometimes she'll like borrow my phone and then it'll end up getting silenced or just goofed up one way or another, taken into another room, and so then I won't get my my alarm won't go off. So I'll stay a little bit later as long as we have still a decent viewership. Well, by today's standards, then I'll keep going for a little while because I don't have anything particular to do in the morning. But I do have, you know, other tier lists and stuff I want to do. So if we get down to like 5 viewers, then, you know, we may pack it in at a certain point. But other than that, we'll try to keep rolling.
I got Zed's flash.
Okay, nice.
I guess I definitely should have just pinged it. I was just letting you know.
That's fine. Sometimes if you're like in the heat of the moment, you can just tell me and I can ping it. It's fine. Well, she entered for me. I'll take it. Considering we were in the worst situation and it's pushing towards us.
Make our spot.
So I was just telling Jason before you guys came in that they did hot nerf some stuff. I'll have to look at the tweet again by Yetter to get remember the exact rundown. The couple that jumped out to me that I do remember is they did nerf Leandri's max spell pin.
Ooh.
I know. They did nerf the max spell pin down to 15%. They did not touch Night Harvester. So for the supports that I run, they can usually just as easily run Night Harvester and it's a similar amount of damage. So we'll have to see how that works. Yeah, they nerfed Leandri's down to 15%. Max spell pen, and then let me see what she got. Okay. They nerfed Eclipse, I believe, down to 6%. Or no. Yeah, it's 8% max health now. I think they nerfed it down to 6% max health, and then they nerfed the movement speed down to 20% or 15% instead of 30%. They nerfed Ginsu's for some reason. I forgot what the nerf was to it. I'll have to look it up, but they nerfed Ginsu's. I know they nerfed the interaction with Ashe. Now, I don't know how they nerfed that interaction, but basically, like, Ashe, she can't crit anyways. And so she was getting the bonus damage off of her passive and the on-hit off of... God, look how much damage that plant's done. That plant, by itself, literally just did 230 damage to him. It has that stacking damage on him. So, like, one Q plant at level 4 did 240 damage to Blitzcrank. Nice. Happy birthday, Sammy. Hopefully you have a good time.
Yo, happy birthday.
Yeah. So I don't know how. I'll have to see. Like, maybe Gensu just, the on-hit does not work with Ashe or something. I don't know. That seems kind of lame. Ashe did have the highest win rate among ADCs when I looked for the ADC video. And I was wondering why, because I was like, why is it not Jhin? But that's why, because of that interaction. Because she basically wasn't losing anything in order to get the Gensu's bonus. So she was getting the extra damage on her passive and the Gensu's bonus with no trade-off. So, once again, I don't know how they coded that. Son of a bitch. I should have just used a plant to block. I got greedy and tried to turn it on him. But I should have just used a plant to block and then, God. He did an empowered bola? Jeez, that's rough. Did he? I don't think he flashed out. I think he ignited, though.
An enemy has been slain.
Are there any gold funneling builds yet? Not that I've seen. It's really hard to do that in general. I mean, I'm sure there's something with Master Yi, but they made that a lot harder. It's very rare to see that. As far as, like, mid laner, you know, traditional, like, mid laner or top laner being a support, and then, like, Taric Yi, basically. It'd be harder to do probably because you wouldn't have as much time to come online and everyone's just so strong. Like having just a really weak top laner or a mid laner may not work as well. I'm not sure, but no, I haven't seen it yet. And I haven't seen like a ton of anything that's like a really weird bot lane that might, I don't know, that might be that, but that's just called a support. Like a gold funnel is just a support, really. I was hoping maybe I could get some of those shots off.
Rengar's mid.
Okay.
Alright, they're looking to get me.
I need to put more wards up.
I almost killed Rengar, damn it. The amount of health he just gained was insane.
Yeah, he can do something off of his roar to get extra health. It's kind of annoying.
That's actually, like, insane.
He heals back, I think, all the damage he was dealt in the last 1.5 seconds or something, if he does that.
Yeah, it literally seemed like that.
Yeah. It's his, like, he can do that once every, like, 5 abilities or something.
Cool.
He gives up a lot of damage to do that, but he can do it if he needs to. It also breaks crowd control off of him, so he can break out of crowd control with it. So yeah, it's pretty good. There used to be like a tank Rengar build because of that. But his base damages were, I think, nerfed pretty significantly. They actually, someone at Worlds did play that in the finals, tank Rengar.
Oh, his ult's down.
Okay, everybody's dead. Okay, I have one back though. I was trying to see if we could get dragon. Can't really get anything special.
I'm pretty weak right now. I need it back.
The harvest is upon us.
Fuck. Damn it. I even said it was gonna happen.
That looked like he was roaming this way. Oh, you guys are back. I should be going dragon.
Oh, fuck, seriously? God damn it. Forgot her range on that's like, they buffed it so many times. It's like 5,500 or something range on that. I knew she was gonna do it. I just didn't think she was quite in range. Damn it. And then Blitz, like, I don't know if he flashed for that or what, but that was like max range hook when I had like a quarter of a second left on my recall. Well, that was dumb. We just gave him back 2 kills. Wait, how the fuck did Caitlyn? I guess Caitlyn got the last hit after the hook. Damn, that's disappointing.
Ooh.
I should have gotten sweeper.
If Zed stays, I might be able to kill him.
Her net's down.
Shut down.
Nice.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Use that plant to block his hooks if he tries. Shit, I'm dead, aren't I? Yeah, probably.
They should kill him.
Yeah,
If not,
if
I
he's
can
got
go.
his E, oh, he defensively. Okay, yeah, y'all got him. Okay, I guess we'll take it.
Ezreal's getting big.
Mm-hmm. Crisp keyboard. Yeah, sometimes I hit the keys on Zyra. I know Jason hits them when
Oh,
he's
I
here.
should just apologize it before every stream. They're gonna be smashed.
No, I like it. Hey, thanks, Savage. I appreciate it.
Shit.
I really don't think this is the worst for support. I mean, if you like playing like 0 damage Janna or something, then yeah, it's not that great. But I think overall, I don't know. It's good for AP supports, or if you like building AP on enchanters. But they're gonna nerf the enchanter stuff at some point. Whenever I play Zyra or like any number of the other supports I've been playing, I will have like usually some of the highest damage in the game as support. It's just the kind of support, right? This is the time to shine for all those people out there that like to play that shit. He's gonna... Yeah. Nope. God. I accidentally passed into that trap.
Oh my god.
God, how's that Caitlyn so
I
fed?
didn't level up my ult. I leveled up my W on accident.
Oh, I see. Oh, it's because we have Muramana as Ezreal. He's still not gonna get stacked up to like 20 minutes. What?
Zed's missing.
Okay.
No, never mind, he's back. Okay.
Alright.
Shit. Zed does not have ult, by the
Okay.
way.
Okay.
And he just took a turret shot. You guys can probably get him. Maybe.
An enemy has been slain.
Silas is just getting dunked on by her god.
Yeah. That's a good call by Eve. Or maybe we're just autopiloted back.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
The
fighters.
damage.
Fighter top is like there's so many different mythics. I think the fighter mythics are probably the most well done because I feel like there's not one that's just like mega OP that you always have to get. But I've seen so many different ones just like pop off, like that Stride Breaker. I
Yeah.
saw a Garen use that the other day, and I was like, damn, he was going. All right. Yeah, enchanters just are on the weak side for once, statistically. But, I mean, Janna and Sona, even with people buying what I think are the incorrect builds and stuff, Janna and Sona are still up near the top. It is funny, though, if you look at Janna, Imperial Mandate's like a 56% win rate, and Moonstone's like 50%. It's like 6% lower. Like, it's like the ultimate trap item. If you look at a lot of these enchanters, anyone that gets Moonstone just about is going to be lower than like any reasonable alternative. Shit, I'm going to have to get... Forgot. I might have to get Zanya's probably for Rengar. What is Zanya's? Does it build out a Blasting Wand? Can't remember. If it does, that'd be great. I don't remember if it does or not. I know it has Fiendish Codex. No, it's Fiendish Codex plus the... Arm Guard. I think it used to build out of that at one point, but that was a long time ago. Yeah, I mean Janna's good if you just build AP on her. Still, like water, staff flowing water is very good. It's just the mythics are kind of bad. So if you just get an AP mythic to go with it, it's. Damn. I didn't line that up exactly with your... I didn't know you were going to knock him back, so I missed with my E, but I hit him with the big one.
Oh, it's all good.
It worked out. We got him low.
Should have said I was gonna go in, but
Yeah, it's all good.
dude, they're so low. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Eve, if anyone steps into that jungle. Eve's like, please. Oh, here's the Ezreal ult. Oh, nice. We stalled him for Ezreal.
Pretty good. Our damage, bro.
I even missed with the E. That's one thing that I really like about Zyra is it's kind of got that oops protection in there.
I need this.
Okay.
Hopefully I can get it. No, maybe not.
Really? Oh my god. What is that fucking champion, dude? He's like 1 in 7. That 10% health and turns it on me. Alright.
Oh my god, I have no mana.
I mean, I gotta get this or Rengar's gonna blow me up, I think. I mean, maybe I can get away. I'm already kind of pricing the Void Staff. I'll just go ahead and get it, I guess. Then I'll get Zhonya's after that. I think I could have ulted over the wall while the plants were on him. And I think I could have had him if I did that. It was just like, it was barely in range. Like, I couldn't put the ult right on him, but I could have touched him with the edge of it, I'm pretty sure. But I ended up pathing around on accident because I tried to click a certain spot to do it, and it was just out of range. So then she started running around the wall. Then he ran away. So yeah, your ult without the plants on it doesn't do as much damage, but I just thought he was so low I could turn it, but his W just heals him for so much.
Oh my gosh, this Ezreal.
Yeah, he's got some items now. He might even be a little bit better than before, just because, like, once Mirror Mana gets charged, it does do more damage, I think, a little bit, and Trinity is better, so Trinity's much better for Ezreal, I think, than it used to be. So he does pop off of those 2 items a little bit more. If he hits stuff, which is good. I think his win rate's about the same. It's just always like 48%. He felt like he was more relevant in the laning phase than usual, but maybe he's just a better Ezreal than your average bear. I didn't find myself like rolling my eyes as much. The laning phase. I made a lot of mistakes. The laning phase, but that new like I was saying in the tank video, that's the one of the few highlights in the tank stuff is the Super Sunfire. I forgot what that one was called, but that one's actually pretty good if you can stick to him. It does a lot of damage.
We just need group. We're all kind of.
Yeah, I mean, can we do Baron? He's bottom.
Oh yeah. Kill Silas maybe.
Yeah, kill Silas. Get that.
Oh my god. Well. Okay, let's do Baron, yeah.
That should be fine. Okay. Wow. 2v3 outplay bottom. Take it. Big Papa Urgot was there. When will they call the U.S. Senate? I think there's a runoff in Georgia in January or something, so that could take a little while. May not be, I think. I'm not 100% about that, but I think that's how it was going down.
What's that?
Someone asked in chat, when will the Senate, all the Senate elections be finalized? And I said, Georgia runoff in January for the fate of the universe. It would, if they get a 50-50 split, I think the vice president gets a tie-breaking vote, is what I've heard. I've never seen that happen, but if we have a 50-50 Senate, it's probably going to happen every week. So, I don't know. Joe Biden has said that he is definitely wanting to compromise on stuff a lot more, and he's inviting people from both parties about all sorts of issues to come over and talk with him. So, and he's really known for someone who tries to compromise. Like, yes, he does have a left, like, liberal agenda to some extent, but I think that he is much more open to compromise and moderation about a lot of issues than many other people on either side right now. He is one of the more moderate people that was running, period. So hopefully that comes into action and stuff actually gets done, instead of just the last like decade or so it's just been obstructionist politics by both sides, just everybody stopping anything from happening because it's not exactly what they want. It's like, well, that's what compromise means. It means you don't get exactly what you want. You have to, you know, give up something sometimes in order to get stuff other times. Might be in Z range. $66%. Oh, you talking about I think they changed something about filibusters. I don't remember, back in 2013 or 2014. It's a lot harder to... I never hear of anyone filibustering anything anymore. So it's probably a lot harder to do it. Filibuster's kind of BS anyways, honestly. Like, it's obstructionist to the max. I don't agree with filibusters. A filibuster, if you don't know what that is basically someone just does some kind of nonsense to hold the Senate hostage, pretty much, so that a bill doesn't get passed. They'll sit there, like, people will literally read the phone book for like 48 hours in a row or something. Oh shit, if I would have blocked that, I think he could have lived. I thought the Z damage had already gone through. That's my bad. Okay, she's gonna come for this red. This is kind of... I don't have my ult. I don't think I can one-shot him. Rengar's gonna ult me. I've got stopwatch. Okay, he's got... Was that him coming over? No, they have plants in their base. Or, oh, I didn't realize we had all three inhibitors. Okay. I think he's on golems right now. Well, he's here. Yeah, just wait on a Eve. It'll be fine.
Think we can get this Spino?
Yeah. We can get it now, I think. Now that he's dead. I love AP support metas personally. I mean, I know I'm kind of known on the channel for Rakan and Janna, but if y'all don't know me old school, like, Zyra was my best support for like 5 years or something, from season 3 to season 8. Do people get paid to do them? Sounds like mental torture. No, they just say, hey, I don't like this bill, it's not progressive enough, or it's not conservative enough, or whatever, and then they just decide that they don't, even though the majority of the Senate wants something, they just decide they don't want that to happen. So they just read the phone book. And then that just creates this kind of like arms race where nothing ever gets done. Everybody's just filibustering everything that has any sort of real meaning to it. I mean, people will argue, well, that's a defense against the majority, like, taking over. It's like, yeah, but that's what the people elected were those people. Like, that's the point. The majority's supposed to get it. That's what democracy means. It's not always going to be exactly what you want it to be. That's the danger with democracy. A lot of times is, if you think society in general is dumb and gets a lot of stuff wrong, then democracy's not a good idea. In terms of, like, getting the best policies in place. Democracy's never been that good at that type of thing. It would obviously be way better if you just had, like, the smartest, most, elite people making all of the decisions for everything involving the government. But the problem there is corruption, right? Like, and losing the trust of the people if stuff goes wrong. Whether that trust is an illusion, if it's illusory or not. That's what democracy is it gives people a sense that they have a vote or they have a say in what's going on to sort of keep them from, blowing everything up when bad stuff starts to happen. So
I got 9 LP and gold 1 now.
Yeah, the LP might seem kind of funky now. It probably has to do with, because there are no division jumps anymore, there might be like LP bottlenecks or something now. I'm not really sure. That's weird because you used to not ever get under like 13, but
I just got promoted from gold 2 to gold 1.
Oh, okay, cool.
I had 9 LP, and it gave me like 9 LP and gold 1.
Oh, okay, good. Then you did overflow. If they fall asleep for 5 minutes, can you sneak the build through? Yeah, they've snuck all kinds of builds through. I mean, they'll do it like when everyone's out on holiday or something like that. They'll come in at like midnight, or something. Like, you have to give everyone notice of what's happening, but it's like, hey, we're voting on this important bill in 10 minutes. We'll see you there. And it's like, if you don't get up at 2 in the morning or something and go. I mean, I don't know the exact rules. It may not be that extreme, but there are times when they do try to sneak through stuff that they know a lot of people are going to be out of town or just don't want to come in and vote on it. Jesus says Prof makes me question if I'm real or not. Depends on how you're defining real. I mean, people don't think of it this way, but like even with like, popular like Christian mythology, right? Like, we're just basically in the Matrix here at some point, and the true reality is in the afterlife. That you're just playing some kind of ethical game here on Earth. So even just like in really popular theology or mythology, that's just asking the question, what is really real is a thing. Democracy or a republic. I mean, republic is like where you have representatives, but I mean, people will say, well, this is not a democracy, it's a republic. But it's, I mean, however you want to split hairs on the official organization of it. Not saying you, Wings, but I mean, people have said that a lot as the argument. And I mean, that is because like there are more checks and balances in a republic like we have here, but it's still the same type of principle, which is you let people make the majority of decisions through elections about their officials. Now, the Supreme Court is like the biggest check to that, where that's appointed by a president, right? So that's not voted on. They don't have terms in office and all that stuff. And some people think that's really good because then that way they don't have to be political. And other people think that's really bad if, one president gets to put a lot of people in the Supreme Court that could last for 50 years, and there's no way to undo that. So that's why there are like 3 different major branches that each have different sorts of rules and powers granted to them between the Congress, the president, and the Supreme Courts. We're getting deep tonight. Yeah, I agree with that, no. Yeah, but I mean, the main reason why democracy works is not because you get the best policies because people are really smart, but it's just because you sacrifice some on the policy end in order to get better stability, because your population in general is going to believe in you more. And it's a check to corruption too. So some people can be really smart and great policymakers and stuff like that, but then they end up getting, corrupted by the power. And that's the biggest knock against like Aristotle's philosopher king's model that he really liked. He hated democracy, back in Greece when he was around. He hated the democracy because he thought it was just, you could manipulate a bunch of idiots into voting for stuff that is bad for the country. And he just thought it should be wise philosopher kings that were ruling everything. And it's like, on paper that sounds good, but people are going to be people, you know, there's going to be people that are corrupted, you know, by certain things, and having them answer to, you know, answer to other people through voting is kind of a way to at least sort of try to check corruption. Obviously it still happens all the time, but, you know, you could argue that it's possible that it's happens less if they can be voted out. You could say, but, well, you know, what about if you had the, you know, ultra virtuous, super smart person running stuff? And it's like, you can get some, you know, you'll get some of those people, and there are some. There are quite a few probably in high offices, but, you know, you're gonna not get some too, so you want to have some answer to that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't lost a game in the preseason yet.
And we aren't going to.
That's right. Yeah, that was the old Rakan build. That was old Rakan. So yeah, starting with Zyro, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6-0. Oh, I can look up Yetters. I did do the 80 carry video overview today, so be sure to check that out if you're interested. I'm trying to keep these all to about an hour. It's like 20 to 25 minute rundown of the items and how I think it's going to impact the meta and the different combos with items you can get. And then it's like 30 minutes of tier list. So let's see. So these hot fixes are actually live right now that I mentioned earlier. So they did Eclipse got nerfed to 6% max HP, so that's a 25% hit to its damage, which it is really good. I see a lot of people getting Eclipse, but I still think there are other options. And everyone was crying about Dustblade, right? And that's the assassin item that gets nerfed is Eclipse. Everyone's like, oh my god, Dustblade, 5 resets and permanent invisibility in fights. It's like, nah, dude, Eclipse that's been the best one. It's been nerfed the most, at least. It's been nerfed like 3 times already. Leandri's max 15% pen, which is going to hurt some champs. On the supports I play, it's fine. Like, I'm really surprised they didn't nerf Harvester. I don't think enough people respect Harvester.
Your worst decision will haunt you.
Ooh, they're buffing Cassidy, huh?
Yeah. It's awesome. Everyone wants to see that. I mean, he is pretty bad. Like, I haven't seen his win rate, but like a tier stacking champion.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That no longer has Rod of the Ages. I mean, there's probably some stuff with him that like the Rift is probably pretty good on him eventually, but yeah, he just takes so long to come online. And then Witchbane nerf down to 50% AP ratio.
That sucks because you get Lichbane on him sometimes too.
Yeah. They should like keep the ratio the same and lower the base damage like they used to on it. It does 150% base AD. Just take it down to 100% base AD, and then keep the AP scaling the same, or even bump it up a little bit. Yeah, a lot of people just don't build Harvester, man, and it's like, I mean, it's really, really good. It doesn't have mana on it, so that's a knock. I guess a lot of mid laners are just gonna get the Rift Maker instead. But on support, Harvester's baller. You had Samira on your team. Oh, is you me? Yeah, that was probably fun. They don't see, nobody knows about that Harvester Rakan. I was watching another popular support tier list maker. I don't want to call anyone out specifically, but yeah, he had Rakan down in like tier 3 or tier 4. And I was like, bruh.
Dude, S tier.
That's right. I was like, dude, I don't care what the hell the meta is, or like what's going on. Rakan is never lower than tier 2. He's always in the top 10 or 15 champions. I mean, he had like 15 champions in the first 2 tiers. I'm like, there is no way you can tell me whatever weird off-meta pick this is better than Rakan. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. It's something weird. Caitlyn. Brand's banned. We'll mix it up and do something interesting. Is Alistar a strong champ? No. I don't personally think so. I think he does engage, so that's what that's always my rule, is if it doesn't engage and it's a tank, I don't like it. But in general, even the engaged tanks got kind of shanked, because what's really good on this patch are the items. Like, that's what's strong. The items give so much power, and so you want champions that get a lot of power out of the items. Usually that's not tanks. Tanks, their power comes from their CC, their engage, and their base stats are really high. But oftentimes they have really low scaling on the stats. So that's why I think that tanks aren't in a great place right now. But we'll see. I mean, it's not like he can't win this lane. If he gets some good engages, it's okay. Hey, what's up, No? I've never actually given 40k a try. I've never played anything involving 40k. I'm sure I would think it was fun. I'd probably like it. I just kind of grew up and got into the fantasy version because of I played Shadow of the Horned Rat on the PlayStation 1 back in the mid-90s, and so I thought it was really cool. But I'm not necessarily opposed to 40k. I just don't know a lot about it, and I haven't seen a lot of games. But if they did a Total War Warhammer 40k, which maybe they'll do that. I don't know what how big the community is for that versus fantasy, but I'd be down for it. I'd play it. Yeah, part of Alistar is just basically that I think Rakan's a better version for a lot of reasons. But I mean, Alistar does have a bigger, he doesn't have to have an ult. Well, I guess Rakan doesn't have to have his ult either, but he has a bigger hitbox on his WQ combo than Alistar's W. But he's obviously tankier. But I don't know, just Rakan scales a lot better. I don't ever play Zoe as support. Oh, let me move the chat over here real quick. Yeah, I need to put all the new lists on Nightbot. Maybe I do that after the stream tonight.
Yes, this should be fun.
Kassadin had a 40% win rate before the hotfix. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm not shedding any tears over that, though. Yeah, a lot of it just comes down. I think that stuff that buys the AP items on supports are where you want to be. Whether it's actual AP supports or whether it's enchanters that are pretending to be AP supports, that's the best way to do it. Imperial Mandate's okay. Imperial Mandate's okay. But, like, the other ones, I think, are really lackluster. Shrelia's is an absolute disgrace. And then, like, Moonstone, I think, is a huge trap. And then Mandate is respectable. And, Locket on some tanks is okay. Honestly, I haven't played against many tanks. A lot of people kind of figured that out early. That is something the all-capsers got right, talking about, like, that tanks were going to be pretty weak. I still think that big tanks top, they have a pretty good win rate. When I looked this morning, like Ornn, Maokai, stuff like that, using the Super Sunfire.
Oh, it's Ezreal top?
Yeah, suppose so.
Oh, we're screwed.
It's Ezreal versus Vayne top. Vayne's actually a really good matchup into Ezreal, though.
Yes.
She's way better in solo lanes, I think, so he should be dead here, I think. Unless the other jungler intervenes. Nice.
Nice, nice.
But yeah, they will nerf it. They already, there was some kind of bug with Moonstone. I think they're eventually going to take the support items down to 2,500. Just everybody cries about support for so long. Like, oh, Janna's OP. Not everybody, but like challengers. People that actually understand how powerful enchanters are. You know, silver players are like, supports are worthless. You have to do a lot of damage to carry. To carries. And then, you know, challengers are like, damage supports are worthless. Janna's OP. I got a little greedy. I should have jumped out faster. Make him use his too. Oh shit. Oh! Nice.
Oh yeah. Up and off down there.
Yeah, I missed my W. That was like really bad. But I got bailed out. But yeah, just give them a little bit of time. Just let them get tired of getting like one shot by Zyra for a few patches, and then they'll start crying for Janna to come back. Please, I promise. We miss old Janna. When all the Zeds were crying about Janna ruining everybody's day. Gosh, the fancy feet. And then they get like one shot by the Zyra, then they'll start complaining about AP supports, and then they'll probably, hopefully they don't just nerf the AP supports, hopefully they bring back the enchanters a little bit, but like I said, I don't mind, I kind of like this meta. I think if they just drop the support items to 2,500 and take away the decay on Shirelia's and Locket, that's a great place to start. Just give them full value on those things. Are they? People think tank supports are too strong in Challenger on this? I mean, I'll have to look up the stats and see, but... Well, I'm saying tank supports are not good. I just like said a second ago, the nuance is that I think that tanks top are underappreciated and can be strong with super Aegis. Like Ornn and Maokai. So that's the distinction. I think tank supports are a lot worse, but big top tanks can still be really good. So sorry if that wasn't clear, if that nuance wasn't clear, but that's what I meant. Like Shen, you know, the usual suspects. The good tanks top, not Scion, but like the other ones. I mean, maybe there are some, you know, some Threshes and stuff that I think can be good. Honestly, I haven't played against that many tanks, so, I mean, maybe there's some special stuff I don't know about. I'll have to see. Oh, you're saying, okay, you're saying before, yes, correct. Yes, everybody has been complaining about Leona and Nautilus and that crew for the last like year and a half in top level play. Absolutely, especially Leona after Worlds in particular. I mean, but people that are saying like supports are bad, have you been seeing any of these bottom lanes since the preseason? Like, we absolutely massacre like every bottom lane. Doesn't even matter what champion. I've played like 6 different champs or something like that. Now, part of that is because a lot of people don't know what's going on, but like people on my team also don't know what's going on, except Jason. Just as much as the other team, so I don't know. I think, you know, you have to adapt a little bit, right? Like, yes, there are going to be some weaker things, but I think there are some stronger things too.
Well, you guys are destroying it. Zed might be coming down.
Okay. I mean, part of it also is ADCs are way better, way better than they were previously. So that also helps when I don't have to completely give up on my lane 90% of the time and go try to roam middle when I can just stay in my lane and actually win it. That's helpful. We need to buy. She's got to be really rich. How much gold does she have? Like 3,000? She's not gonna ping it, but she's probably got a completed item. Nice. Is the jungle win rate 8 tanks? Huh. I'll have to look and see. That would be surprising to me too. I think that ADs in general, that's the most overrated story of the patch though, are like the assassin ADs. They're not nearly as good as all the all caps videos are telling you. A lot of these ADCs must be like, holy crap. Like this support, man.
Bit ulted.
Okay. Shit. Well, I kind of walked into that. That was dumb. I just said something. You know, just kind of popped my collar a little bit there and immediately got smacked. That probably should be. But yeah, the whole, like, I'll guarantee you, if you go look at all the all caps videos, I'll guarantee you that like half of them are like Talon or Zed with Dustblade, or Kha'Zix with Dustblade, going like 15-2 and saying it's like mega OP. Well, it is one, you know, one day of data. You got to give the patch a little bit to shake out. Ah, shit, missed him. As Caitlyn's having a bad time. I think Jinx may have been able to get that, but it's fine. Oh, Jarvan's got big Sunfire. I guess we can see in this game. That is one where it's like, if they stay in combat a lot, that thing can actually do quite a bit of damage.
He's gonna ult in here. This is bad.
Who's ulting?
Thought Finn was gonna ult in here.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I should have worded a little better for him.
He ignited me.
Best tank item for versus AP. Big Sunfire. I mean, that one's good on everything, just because it has split stats. So Big Sunfire, and then I don't know, like maybe some fighter bruisery items. I think. I don't know, man. I haven't done all my research on that yet. That's the most diverse role, I think, in terms of items and champs that are good, is like top lane. There's a lot of different things, because they're pulling from, like, I've seen Eclipse on like Aatrox or Riven going off. I've seen Stride Breaker do really well, Gore Drinker, Trinity Force, the Mega Sunfire. And then there's a lot of like weird secondaries, because they changed up a lot of the like Tiamat type of items. So I don't know. That's the one that I probably feel the least confident in talking about is top lane right now. But I know it would probably start with Big Sunfire. I mean, I want to say like Wit's End, but they changed it. So I don't think that's as good on him. Probably Spirit Visage, I think, because it does apply to shields now too. So Spirit Visage in there somewhere. I just don't know if he would get one of those hybrid items, like tank-ish or fighter type of items instead. It might depend on how you're doing in lane. I can't think of what those are off the top of my head, but
Oh shit.
jeez.
It was on you.
I got away, yeah. Zed just did like a million jumps, and then their Fiddlesticks came in out of nowhere. Oh dang, their Ezreal's actually doing a lot better than our Vayne top for now.
This turret.
Cinderhulk was the weakest one. Exactly, yeah. Now you can buy Big Sunfire instead of Cinderhulk. So that is a big buff to tanks in the jungle. That's a good point. Caitlin's 0-7.
When Zaya and I were abandoned on a desolate planet, I realized something. I don't like being alone.
Yeah, that is true. It's a huge buff because Cinderhulk was pretty bad in general. It's just something kind of like you had to get. Damn, they got Rift. Where are they gonna? I don't know where they're gonna be rifting.
Most good guys just kill themselves.
Probably gonna look for a Fiddle ult. Yeah, there it is. And then Rift. Oh god, literally the last tick. Damn. I kind of wanted Vayne to get that, but I just auto-attacked. Maybe I do get Ardent this game instead of Water, just because we do have double ADC, and Azir would also like Ardent.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they would like the movement speed too, though, but... We gotta watch out for Fiddle, though. We got his own Fiddle. Vayne, please help zone or something. Okay, there's Jarvan. Any tips on Rakan? I mean, Rakan's not a couple of tips type of champ, but like, just be careful with your mobility. Think carefully. I do have a whole guide on Rakan. I'll probably do a new one for the preseason, but I do have an older one where it's the same playstyle. It just might be different items. In fact, it will be different items, but you know, just see what you can learn from that. But yeah, just be careful with your movement. I think in general, like, if you can get closer, like E first. If you have like an ally, hold on to your W as long as you can. In other words, so try to E closer with your ult ticking if you want to engage. So like, ideally I would wait for Jarvan to go in, and then I R and then E over to Jarvan, then I have my W for when someone flashes or whatever. So try to use your W after they've used their movement, if possible, to give you a better chance of landing it. It's a big thing. And don't overstay. Like, that's the biggest bait on Rakan, is trying to tag too many people with your ult. And then not, you know, not getting out. You want to get in, start the fight, and get out, like, quickly. Because the best, like, scenario for Rakan is you get to build greedy stuff like AP, but then you don't get punished for it. You don't die, but you can definitely get blown up if you don't build tank and you overstay. But you don't want to build tank if you don't have to, because he has such great AP ratios that building tank is kind of a crutch. If you can at all get